What is going on, everyone? It's Nero again, and here for you some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 playing some Domination. This time on the map Carrier using the Swat 5.56 assault rifle, and I actually really like this gun a lot. It reminds me a lot of the M16. And I don't know, man, this is actually 2 days in a row I've posted up a SWAT gameplay, and I have another one with the M8A one on Plaza, and I think throughout the entirety of that video I might actually just discuss why it is I like burst weapons. I hope you guys look forward to that. But for this video, I want to talk about something a little bit different. I want to talk about old school domination, or maybe some people might call it traditional domination, versus blitzkrieg. So in the older Call of Duties, tradition dictates that when you play domination, you figure out what side of the map has the dominant spawn point. When we're playing here on Carrier, we have the dominant spawn point on C. You do. You want the C flag and you want the B flag when you're playing on Carrier. That's how it goes. Why? Because of that big freaking head glitch ramp. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's the most overpowered head glitch I've ever seen in a Call of Duty game. It's ginormous. It's so hard to kill people off of there. It really, really is. And so when we joined up this map, we're like, hey, we got the good spawn. Let's trap them a day. So typically, when you see me play Domination, it's usually in Ground War Domination, and it's usually myself, 8 subscribers, maybe a couple friends, and we just go ahead and take every single flag, triple cap the enemy team the entire match, and just get tons and tons of points to score. That works well in Ground War, it really does. But what I like about 6v6 Domination is it's something slightly different, and running blitzkrieg, especially on big maps, is not the best idea of all time. Maps like this, which, Carrier's map I play it a lot, but a different map like Turbine, which is similar, it's big, but I don't play that map because I hate it. That's not the kind of map you want to run blitzkrieg on. You don't want to constantly be running back and forth between the A flag and the C flag on Turbine. That would take forever. You don't want to constantly keep running back and forth the A and the C flag here on Carrier. That would take forever. Most of the maps are pretty small in Black Ops 2, which is why I think blitzkrieg, or just taking every flag possible and holding on to them as long as possible, I think that's the correct playstyle for just about every map in Black Ops 2, with the exception of the a lot bigger ones. Aftermath. Running back and forth between A and C on Aftermath? Come on now, that's not going to work. It just doesn't. So we found that we're playing some 6v6 Domination here because Carrier, for whatever reason, even though it's a big map, it's not a map they feature in Ground War. And we decided to play some 6v6 because in Ground War, they set the maps up so only the big, well, they consider them big maps. I don't even know what goes into the map selection in Ground War. Like Raid's in Ground War, but Carrier's not. I don't know, it's confusing. But when you play 6v6, you have a possibility of playing different kinds of maps in Domination. You guys know Domination is my favorite game mode, and it's a game I like to play. So when we play 6v6, we have the possibility of playing on Carrier. We have the possibility of playing on Slums. We have the possibility of playing on Standpoint, or Standoff. I said Standpoint. These are all maps that you can't play in Ground War. And I want to play these maps for Domination. I like them. I was getting kind of like, I'm looking for some different maps here. I'm playing the same maps in Ground War non-stop. Let's get some variety up in here. And we found that on these big maps that it's just not worth it to run blitzkrieg. It really isn't. And this goes back to the traditional kind of domination gameplay. Tradition dictates that when you play domination, you find the dominant spawn, you get it, you capture the B flag, and you trap the enemy team at the less dominant spawn point. Here on Carrier, the less dominant spawn point is definitely the A flag. The reason it's the A flag, like I said, is because of that giant freaking ramp. With that giant freaking ramp, which we always have a guy on, we always have a couple guys on the left, we have me right here in the middle with my sentry guns and my SWAT just bursting people across the map. We're effectively just quarantining the enemy team at the A flag, this is how Domination was played. This is how Domination was played in every single Call of Duty prior to this one. And maybe Modern Warfare 3. Maybe Modern Warfare 3. These maps are kind of similar to Modern Warfare 3 style maps. So, this is how Domination was always played. You see Domination gameplays from me all the time. We're running blitzkrieg. I'm running with my subscribers, maybe a couple friends, my brother, whatnot, taking all the flags, winning every match, 200 to 30, and it's all good, fine and dandy. But this is also effective. I don't even know where I'm really going with this. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, I'm just confused at this point. Like, I think it makes sense that on the maps where it's ridiculously long, maybe you don't blitzkrieg them as hard, especially in 6v6. Now, if this map were 9v9, if Carrier, which I think would be a good candidate for a Ground War map, if we had 9 people, then maybe, yeah, I think maybe we blitzkrieg this map, because we got 3 extra people. It wouldn't be that difficult to, just constantly be taking the flags, because we have more people moving, more people rotating around the map, etc. But in 6v6, it just doesn't seem quite worth it to run back and forth between A and C. That, you don't want to give the enemy team ever. You ever want to give the enemy team the C ramp. You never want that. Now, I'm sitting here thinking of Turbine. We always vote to skip Turbine, and if Turbine gets voted for, we always back out. But I'm sitting here thinking on Turbine, in 6v6, I would never, in my wildest dreams, consider trying to trip cap in 6v6 on Turbine. Just wouldn't happen. But in Ground War, I think the whole triple cap thing could work in Ground War, because you got more people spread throughout the map, and they could probably hold it down a little bit easier and figure out what to do from there. I think that's how it would go. But I think the point of this video would be, what do you guys think is the proper way to play Domination? Is it like I think, and it really just depends on if you're playing Ground War or 6v6? And does it depend on the map size? I think you can do Blitzkrieg in 6v6 and in Ground War, but it really depends on which map it is, right? Because, like, Aftermath is huge. Between A and C, it's huge. Even in Ground War, it's difficult to, you know, take all three of those flags at once. It's just hard because the map is so big. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. It's definitely interesting. I think it really just depends on whether or not you're playing 6v6 and what map it is. But Blitzkrieg itself, not to knock Blitzkrieg, I love Blitzkrieg. I'm wondering, is it always the most effective? I don't know. You guys decide. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Please leave a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.